What's up, everybody? Coming back with my now reading series. I have a new book, Can't Even, How Millennials Became the Burnout Generation by Anne Helen Peterson. I think I read this came out in 2020. So I think I read this in 2022, about 4 years ago. So yeah, I really like this book. I was born in 1990, so I'm a millennial. I think kind of in the middle of that bell curve, and I definitely resonated with a lot of what she talks about in this book. So I'm just going to start with an excerpt from the introduction, and there's kind of a gap where it kind of talks about the definition of burnout, and then I'm just going to move ahead a little bit to a second part of the paragraph. All right. So, book cover again, and we'll start. Burnout was first recognized as a psychological diagnosis in 1974, applied by the psychologist Herbert Freudenberger to cases of physical or mental collapse as a result of overwork. Burnout is of a substantially different category than exhaustion, although the two conditions are related. Exhaustion means going to the point where you can't go any further. Burnout means reaching that point and pushing yourself to keep going, whether for days, weeks, or years. But contemporary burnout differs in its intensity and its prevalence. People patching together a retail job with unpredictable scheduling while driving Uber and arranging childcare have burnout. Startup workers with fancy catered lunches, free laundry service, and 70-minute commutes have burnout. Academics teaching 4 adjunct classes and surviving on food stamps while trying to publish research to snag a tenure-track job have burnout. Freelance graphic artists operating on their own schedule without healthcare or paid time off have burnout. Burnout has become so pervasive that in May 2019, the World Health Organization officially recognized it as an occupational phenomenon, resulting from, quote, chronic workplace stress that has not been successfully managed. Increasingly among millennials, burnout isn't just a temporary affliction, it's our contemporary condition. In a way, it makes sense that millennials are feeling this phenomenon most acutely. Despite the fact that this generation is often portrayed as a bunch of underachieving college students, in actuality, we are currently living through some of the most erratic, anxiety-filled years of adulthood. According to Pew Research Center, the youngest millennials born in 1996 will turn 24 in 2020. The oldest, born in 1981, will turn 39. And population projections suggest that there are now more of us in the United States, 73 million, than any other generation. We're not seeking our first jobs, but trying to take the next steps and confronting pay ceilings in the ones we have. We're not just paying off our own student debt, but figuring out how to save. We're not just paying off our own student debt, but figuring out how to start saving for our young children. We're balancing skyrocketing housing prices and childcare costs and health insurance premiums. And the promised security of adulthood never seems to arrive, no matter how hard we try to organize our lives or tighten our already tight budgets. Yeah, pretty much.